you've narrowed it down to two different types of PVC decking. You got your Fiberon. This is a Paramount. They also have their Promenade to choose from. And then also contemplating a walnut Clubhouse, which is the best PVC decking for you to install in your backyard. To enjoy your deck for many years with low maintenance, which one's going to do best for you there? So it's not all cut and dry, and some excel in some parts where others fall down short in other ones, and vice versa. So we're going to look at PVC boards, Clubhouse and Fiberon's lines, in their traction, appearance, price of course, because you've got to pay for it, along with their durability and warranty. By the way, if we haven't met, I'm E3, where I build decks here in Calgary, and I just want to help you figure out which is the best PVC board for you to enjoy. So let's get right into it. First of all, let's introduce Clubhouse a little bit. Clubhouse is a unique board in that they have its KORELite technology. I'm not entirely sure exactly what that means, but as they explain it, they have reinforced the upper layer of their PVC board and the lower level of their PVC board, kind of like an I-joist now, making it stronger and more durable. Along with that, unlike Fiberon, they have capped their PVC decking with acrylic. So the same material that's on the dashboard of your car is now on your PVC board, giving it a great amount of durability and strength and traction. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Where Fiberon, so we're not going to talk about all of Fiberon because they have lots of wood, plastic, composites. Also, we're going to strictly stick with their PVC boards, their Paramount and their Paramount. I said that first one wrong. But they're just a cellular foam polymer core. So that's a cellular foam polymer core is their PVC board. And you actually can feel it. It feels quite a bit different here than the feeling of the Clubhouse board. Interesting. So you can actually feel how the material has been engineered different to change how the product performs in your backyard. So let's get into it. First of all, we're talking about Clubhouse composite decking, and this happens to be ironwood. Some things that I like about it compared to Fiberon is traction. So Clubhouse has better traction than Fiberon. So one thing that Fiberon has always struggled with, even with their PVC boards. Their PVC boards are good, but they're not exceptional. Where Clubhouse traction is exceptional. You're not gonna, it is hard, let's say that. It is hard to find a decking board that has more traction, both wet and dry, than Clubhouse composite decking. So that's one of their big pros and advantages. Another thing I like about Clubhouse is the acrylic cap. It is more durable than most other PVC boards out on the market. Zuri also has a PVC, Zuri also is a PVC board that has an acrylic cap with similar durability as your Clubhouse. But most other boards, including Fiberon, just have a polymer cap, which is similar to the material inside. Not PVC, of course, but polymer. I need to grab you a Fiberon if I'm going to talk about Fiberon. And so it's not nearly as durable. But we'll get a little bit more into that as we go on through. Just something to pay attention to. There's a distinct looks difference between the boards. Like most Fiberon boards have more streaking and variation in their colors. Even this one here, this is a sandy pear, where the color contrast isn't nearly as great with your Clubhouse. This is Ipe. That's a walnut. So they're more consistent color, but they have more distinct wood grains on there, which maybe is what helps them with their traction. With Fiberon, compared to Clubhouse, one thing I like is their warranty. They have one of the best warranties in the market for composite low maintenance decking. It's 50 years, fade, stain, structural, it's all included. Even includes warranty if installed by Fiberon certified installer, which is actually phenomenal, especially when you compare it to Clubhouse, which only has a 25-year fade, stain, structural warranty, significantly shorter, half the time, of your Fiberon boards. Another thing about Fiberon is price. I'll get a little bit more in details of that, but they do have a better price, better warranty than Clubhouse composite decking. So in regards to, for Clubhouse appearance-wise, so Clubhouse has 10 colors, 6 in their hardwood collection series and 4 in their earth tone collection series. So you are quite limited. The distinct difference between the two is how the boards look and of course the name. So sandstone here is an earth tone, which is largely just a white board. Nice and cool on your feet, but doesn't bring much color to your backyard. And then you have your Ipe, which of course would be a hardwood, along with 5 other different colors. And you have more color contrast happen in there. So you have the little hints of black inside the boards. Where if you go with Fiberon, they too only have 10 boards, colors, in their PVC selections. Also divided in 6 in the Promenade. Like this is a shade K board. And then let's say they have, this is a sand pier board. Again, they have a little bit of color streaking in there. And then they're Paramount boards. So they have only 4 colors in this. And this is brown stone. Has more of a distinct wood grain pattern on it. Interesting thing, if I can grab my right sample here, is Promenade, even on the bottom of it, ignore this sticky stuff. Even on the bottom of it here, it is still colored on your cap. So if you install that up on your deck on a walkout, you can still see some nice coloring boards overhead of you, which maybe will dress up your backyard a little bit. Where Clubhouse, that's the bottom. That's all it is. Just a dark gray. So as I said in regards to traction, so click the links down below for the exact numbers. Let's just read out some rough ones here. So Clubhouse is 0.97 dry and 0.86 when wet, which again, that's very phenomenal. The Canadian Construction Material Center, CCMC, that's just what we'll call them from now on, gives them this rating, and they ask for a 0.5 to be considered safe for residential use of your flooring. So they are really knocking it out of the ballpark with their numbers. Well, like I say, Fiberon has fallen short, especially their wood-based composites, but even with their PVC composite boards, they're a little bit shorter. If your Paramount board here, which is their best, it's 0.8 dry, 0.075 wet, which again is a fair bit of traction, just not nearly as good as Clubhouse. Promenade is even lower than that. Better than their composite boards, but lower than most PVC boards. Just something to be aware of when you're buying Fiberon boards. Regards to price, so this is where Fiberon hits it out of the park and does much better. So with their Paramount boards, I should grab you a different Paramount board here. This is a sandstone. Depending on your market, but you should look around $6 a lineal foot, which is high for the composite decking market. But per PVC, it's average. It's good. But if you go over to your Clubhouse boards, expect to pay more. There's an advantage of being in Canada because it's a Canadian-based company. You're going to pay less, but for your earth tone collection, so with your solider colors, you're looking probably $7 to $8 a lineal foot. For your hardwood collection, which has the more colors, enhancing the appearance of your deck, you're looking at somewhere between $9 and $11 a lineal foot, which gets pretty pricey pretty quickly, but it is a long-lasting decking. Unfortunately, and that's the next thing that Fiberon is better than Clubhouse composite decking, is the warranty doesn't necessarily reflect how well it performs. So for Clubhouse, you can get a 25-year fade stain structural warranty, which is almost standard for any composite decking of value. Trex has that. TimberTech has a 25-year for their entry-level board. Fiberon has that for their Good Life line. Almost any good composite decking will have a 25-year fade stain structural warranty. But, as I said, Fiberon's PVC boards, they do even better. Their Fiberon PVC boards come with a 50-year fade stain structural warranty, and just some icing in on top of the cake. If installed by certified Fiberon installers, you get a labor warranty on top of that. So if something happens to go wrong in the first few years, not only will Fiberon pay to replace your decking, they will pay for the labor required to replace it. So it's a really good warranty, one of the best in the business, I must say. And that's kind of the comparison between the two. If you want traction, if that's key, and you're holding those two boards in your hand, pick Clubhouse. If warranty is important to you, and you want a long warranty, pick Fiberon. Appearance-wise, well, that's going to depend. I don't know which one you like better, but it really is going to depend on you and your backyard of which one's going to be a better one for you. If price is what matters, pick Fiberon. But whatever you do pick, enjoy your deck.